If I gave you $1 million right now, could you keep it? That question is not about money. It is about the person holding it. Because life has a strange rule. If you do not grow to the level of what you are given, life will pull it back to where you are. You see, wealth, success, happiness, they do not belong to the lucky. They belong to the prepared. And you prepare not by chasing them, but by becoming the kind of person they cannot resist. Success is not a finish line you sprint toward. It is a magnet, and you are the metal. The stronger your character, your skills, your discipline, the stronger the pull. But if you neglect your own growth, that magnet weakens. Opportunities slip away. Relationships fade. Money disappears. The world is full of people who had their shot but lost it because they were not ready. The truth is simple. Your income, your influence, your happiness will rarely rise higher than the person you are inside. That is why working harder on yourself than you do on your job is not just advice, it is survival. Jobs can change, markets can crash, people can leave. But what you build inside you, no one can take away. Look around. You will see people chasing success, like a shadow, running faster, working longer hours, believing that more effort will close the gap. But a shadow cannot be caught. Change the light, change the angle, and the shadow comes to you. In the same way, you do not run after success. You stand where it will find you, and you build yourself until it has no choice but to arrive. Happiness follows the same law. It does not come from the things you collect. It comes from the person you become while building them. When you grow stronger, wiser, more disciplined, you do not just earn more, you live more, you notice more, you appreciate more. And that is when wealth and happiness stop being separate goals and start being the same journey. Now ask yourself, with brutal honesty, what are you attracting right now? If every opportunity in the world walked past you today, would it stop? Would it see something in you worth trusting, worth betting on, or would it keep moving? If you do not like the answer, then you have work to do. But here is the beauty of it. You can start now. You can raise your value before the next opportunity arrives. You can build the magnet that will pull the life you want straight into your hands. This is the first shift. Stop chasing. Start becoming. And you will find that the world changes its direction and begins to move toward you. You cannot win at a game you do not understand. And yet, most people are trying to play life without reading the rule book. They work, they hope, they wish, but they never study the forces that shape their results. That is why the first real step in transformation is not action, it is awareness. The problem is never lack of money, it is lack of ideas. Ideas are the seeds that grow into everything you want. Without them, you can water the ground all you want, but nothing will rise. And the only way to get better ideas is to study constantly, relentlessly. Study success if you want success. Study happiness if you want happiness. Study wealth if you want wealth. Do not leave it to chance. If you walk through life with your fingers crossed, hoping for the best, life will close your hands and give you nothing. Learning is not a random act, it is a discipline. Every idea you encounter, every principle that works, write it down. Do not trust your memory. A head is for thinking, not for storing. A journal is your library of transformation. And with repetition, those ideas sink deep, take root, and one day they bear fruit in your bank account, in your confidence, in the way you carry yourself. There are 3 doors to the ideas that can change everything for you. The first is reading. Every successful person I have met is a reader. They are driven by curiosity, by the hunger to know more. 30 minutes a day is enough to shift your mind from average to exceptional. Read something uplifting, challenging, instructional. You do not have to read half the night, but you do have to read every day. Books are concentrated years of experience. One good book can save you 5 years of mistakes. Imagine skipping 5 years of wrong turns because you opened the right page. The second door is listening. Put yourself in rooms where the right conversations happen. Listen to the successful, but also listen to the unsuccessful. Learn what to do, and just as importantly, what not to do. And here is one of the most valuable secrets you will ever hear. Take a wealthy person out to dinner and just listen. Invest in that time. Ask questions. In 2 hours, they might give you one idea that could double your income, but most people will never do this. They think, he is rich, he can buy his own dinner. And so they miss the chance to buy wisdom that is worth 1,000 meals. The third door is observation. Success leaves clues. Watch how people who are ahead of you live, how they speak, how they handle pressure, how they treat others. Sometimes, the smallest detail is the key to their results. You can copy a mindset, a habit, even a way of standing in a room, and carry it into your own life. There are 2 ways to see. One is with your eyes, the other is with your mind. Both are powerful, but together they are unstoppable. The world is showing you how it works every single day. Most people are too distracted to notice. They are scrolling, rushing, complaining. Meanwhile, the answers are walking past them in plain sight. If you simply pay attention, you will start to see the patterns. And once you see them, you can use them. This is the second shift. Learn the game. Study it like your life depends on it. Because it does. The person who knows how the world works will always outperform the one who is just guessing. And when you understand the rules, you can start playing to win. The moment you understand how life works, the next step is simple, but not easy. You must act. And not just once, not just when you feel inspired, but every day in the smallest of ways. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. But that bridge is not built in a day. It is built one plank at a time, through the little actions you choose when no one is watching. The truth is, you cannot take on the big challenges of life if you cannot master the small ones. If you cannot control what time you wake up, how can you control the course of your future? If you cannot keep your word to yourself in the small promises, how will you keep it when the stakes are high? Make a list of the things you can do right now. Start with the smallest, easiest, most obvious. Then do them. Every time you complete one, you are not just getting a result, you are building muscle. You are teaching yourself that when you decide something, it gets done. That is the real power of discipline. It makes your word law in your own mind. Now understand this. Motivation is a lie if you think it comes from outside. It does not. It never has. The only real motivation is self-motivation. If you give that power away, waiting for someone else to light your fire, you will freeze the moment they are gone. What if they never show up? What if they are too busy lighting their own fire? You must learn to strike the match yourself. Every day. Sometimes it will spark from your goals, sometimes from your pain, sometimes from the vision of the life you refuse to live. But you must be the one to light it. And when you act, act with precision. Do not cut corners. Do not look for the cheap way, the quick fix, the shortcut that robs you of strength. People who cheat the process end up with a life that feels cheap. Those who respect the process, even when it is slow, even when it is hard, end up with a life that feels full. Do it right, even if it takes longer, especially if it takes longer, because the long road has a way of shaping you into the person who can handle the destination. So ask yourself right now, tomorrow morning, what is one thing you will do that would change the direction of your life? Not someday, not eventually, tomorrow. Because if you wake up and do nothing different, you already know exactly what the next 5 years will look like. They will look just like the last 5. Look back. The last 5 years of your life are already written. They are done. You cannot change them. But the next 5, those pages are blank. You can leave them untouched and let the same story repeat itself. Same struggles, same doubts, same missed chances. Or you can pick up the pen and write something new. The truth most people never accept is this. Any day you wish, You can change your whole life. You can walk out of an old story and into a new one. You do not need permission. You do not need the perfect moment. You do not need everything to be ready. You just need to decide. And when you decide, you must act. Not next week, not when you feel like it. Now, because time is not waiting for you. Opportunities are not waiting for you. Life is not waiting for you. So I will leave you with this question. When the next 5 years arrive, and you look back at the choices you made, will you be proud? Will you be grateful to the person you are right now, listening to this moment? Or will you wish you had started sooner? The clock is running. The choice is yours. And the day you choose to begin will be the day the rest of your life begins too.